Okay, 1 second here, guys. I know a lot of people are just messaging us right now. They're just telling us that join the they cannot join the link, but it's unfortunately, sorry. Okay, that's okay. Yes. So about my teaching style and what you can expect from me, and you're gonna also see how to reach me in case of you need to have a communication with myself or anyone like that. And then you're gonna have a resume building and next steps, okay, for this as well. So let's get started. I know people are just settling into the meeting right now. So let's get started. You guys, all the mics are just muted still, but you guys will be able to communicate with myself very soon, okay?
Sure. You're not great enough today.
All right, guys. So just give everyone a minute to start, and then. Sorry, guys. I think my mic was just a bit off. I hope that this is much more better for you guys to hear. My mic was not the noise cancellation mic was not turned on. We do this process happening in our facility right now. That's the only reason why you guys are not able to hear me as clearly. Let me set up a. All right, can you guys hear me? Is this a lot better for you guys? I guess this is a lot better. This should be a lot better. All right. We just settle in. Just let's give them about 5 minutes and we'll get started. We'll go through the course content one more time just for the people who joined in a bit late.
Oh, I see. No one right. It was like random. All right. I bought this for 2.5. 2.5.
All right. Yeah, so this is a class agenda for today. All right, guys. So this is the class agenda for today. I think people are settled in. It's 1:07 now. I think we can get started here. All right. Okay. So let's get started. As I said, let's start with the introduction of this thing. Okay. So about myself, so my name is Adhavan Mahendra Kumar. I'm one of the founders of CTech Training Center. I've been in the industry, IT industry for the past 14 years, with 9+ years of managerial experience from the private to public sector. Okay, I hold professional certification as ITILs, PMP, AZ-104, and MS-100, and many other certifications as well. These are the ones that are highlightly I say, right? What I do currently is I consult and advising for businesses and train IT teams to help them operate more efficiently and align technology initiatives with organizations' goals. So I pretty much consultate for companies to make sure their IT team is providing values for the business. And that's how CTEC training was actually first invented. We first, I'll go to the next slide. So CTEC training was, from 2029, we have been teaching ethical hacking from online, 100% online, from 2019 to 2023, to people all over the globe. But then we were very conquer in cybersecurity and ethical hacking from 2019 in Canada as well. But then when I start consulting for businesses, that's when I realized there was a huge gap between people who's trying to break into IT and what is the employer expectations are. So just so we can meet in the middle, we started doing this course called IT Help Desk Analyst Training Program back in 2022, I believe. Yes, 2022, January was the first class we had, which became very successful. One of the best things that we have done is we always had tied up with recruiting agencies across Canada to make sure the skills, what we teach you, is currently aligned with the entry level job role in IT, right? So we only focus on the entry level role for this course itself. But we have other courses that we teach that are not entry level. Those does not have job assistance. They're more of upskilling inside of IT. And I'll explain to you what the benefits and what the disadvantages of that courses to someone who's trying to break into IT. And again, I just want to make sure that I'm very clear. We're not a recruitment agency, okay? We are an educational institution. We provide training for entry level into IT field, and we provide upskilling when you're in IT as well. Okay, but we do not provide career coaching or anything like that. Okay, we do not provide agency work. So we will connect you with our recruitment agents. They can work with you. We do not work with anyone that has not completed a course with us. Okay, it's just that when we vouch for you for our 2 hour recruitment agencies, we have to do it in a way that you study with us, same like how a college does. Okay, that's how the same way we do it as student. This is not a degree. This is not a diploma. This is a certification. Okay. And in the course, when we go just like a little inside of thing, I'll tell you exactly the modules they cover, which I believe you guys should have already watched the 15 minutes introduction video that I've sent you, which would have explained to you a lot about the course and course content. Okay. But I'll still go over it again so you guys understand. Okay. And you guys will definitely have the time to ask me questions. Let me just finish my portion and you guys will definitely have the portion to ask me questions as well. Okay. So about the course and course format. So this is a completely online live program. Okay. There's total of 8 modules plus 1 module for resume building sessions, which if you saw the 15 minutes video, I've clearly explained. I'll explain again in this portion too. The 8 modules. There's 8 module covers all the essential things for anyone that's entering IT. And one more thing I would like to tell you guys is this course you don't need to have any technical experience. You don't need to have any technical education background. You don't need to have any technical knowledge as well. We will take you from a very, very basics, as long as you know how to use a computer, join a Google Meet like you're doing now, and read and write English and speak English. Okay, those are the 3 requirements we have, and be able to, when you go to workplace, you must be able to, the requirements are you must be able to carry or lift 30 pounds, roughly around 30 pounds. Okay, it's just that you might be lifting up some, computers or those type of things, right? So, and be able to learn. Okay, that's something that's very important for this course itself. This is an analytical training. Okay, so it means we will train you on how to think, how to solve problems. It's not really, where you go in and plug wires or anything like that. It's more analytical. It's cloud based and those type of training, right? So it's more, about thinking and creative thinking and technical thinking as well. Okay? So how this course module work is there's a blend of in-person, online live sessions, and there's actually pre-recorded videos too. The reason why we have pre-recorded videos is so majority of the lectures we can have it so you can watch it before you come into the class on every Saturday 1 p.m. just like this timing. And then what we'll do is we'll make sure to cover the first 30 minutes will be overview of all the sessions you should have covered for this week. We'll go through it. And then we'll go through an activity, what I show you for that day. We'll go through a 30 minutes of activity. And then finally, we have 1 hour of hands-on activity or some sort of group discussion or troubleshooting session. Yeah. All right. Perfect. Now, this structure ensures you learn, practice, and apply every concept with a full instructor support. Okay. The whole point of this course is to make sure that you guys have a very good hands-on activity, and as well to produce more thinking in the course as well. There will be a lot of assignments where you have to, where we'll show you about 60% of the assignment in class in the working session, and you'll take it and you'll work on the other 40%. Okay, which means you do have to do research. You will have to communicate with your team members. You will have to do some sort of digging up and learning as well, right? This is what enables you to learn more in Azure, Office 365, and some MDM things as well. There is assignments in this course. There is quizzes in this course, which must be completed as well. I'll tell you what those are when we go down the slide. Why this course is best for beginners. So this is something that I know a lot of people have tried to call me and talk to me about. You guys want to do different courses, but the reason why we say this is better than other courses is there's over 100 plus courses in IT. Okay, itself. They're all in the today's market. It's very heavy our advanced technical skills like CCNA, cybersecurity, DevOps, cloud engineering, Azure administrator, or Azure DevOps. While these are great certification, I'm not saying anything bad about them, okay? But the thing is, it's not built for beginners. It's built for advancement into IT, advancement from IT itself. It's not advancement into IT itself. Okay, that's what I just want to make sure you are clear about it. It's not something that's beginner friendly itself. Okay, so this course is for beginner friendly to break into IT itself. And this is designed for absolute beginner. There are more suitable for who's want to get into IT. This is not advancement course, okay? As we mentioned in the 15 minutes video, we'll make sure, this course alone will not make you successful. We have to give you the right certification you have to do. These are beginner level certifications, okay? Usually in the past as well, when we run these classes, people typically take 2 to 3 weeks of commitment, 2 hours per day. We'll get the certifications. About 2 to 3 weeks is more than enough, and we will give you at least 50%, 60% off voucher for these certification. They'll be roughly around 50, 60 bucks from Microsoft itself, and we will tell you what exactly it is from the recruitment agency. And usually in the past, what we have asked people to do is a foundation certification from Azure or foundation certification from AWS, depending on the market itself. Okay. So which we'll get more into it soon as second week into the thing. We'll let you know exactly which certification you should be focusing on, and we will give you exact certification material that you need to study, so you don't have to spend money to buy the material. Okay, but you do have to spend your money on getting certification. I said it's about 50 to 60 Canadian dollars, the foundational certifications. We suggest you get 2. But 1 is more than enough to get started, okay? But without the certification, the chances of you being employable is very, very slim. Okay, this course by itself will never be enough. Maybe it might be enough, but I wanna say that it might not be enough, or will not be enough for you to be employable right off the bat. Okay. All the voucher code we will give you heavy discounted, and full study material to help you pass. And resume building session is one-on-one session. It's not a group session as well. It's a one-on-one session. You have 1 hour to communicate with myself and build resumes, and we'll make sure to connect you with the recruiters. We'll give you the recruiter information so you can go ahead and connect with them too. We'll work on the first resume. We'll work on it. We'll tell you exactly what to do. And what's the thing I want to be very clear is we will not apply on behalf of you, okay? You do have to build the resume. You do have to apply, okay? What we'll do is we'll show you the format, how you should be doing it properly according to whatever is the current market's working, which is ATS formatting. But even in ATS formatting, there's a specific way how you should apply. Okay. Recently, as well, from our recent graduate programs, I think the last there's still 2 batches that's currently going on. But the last batch, a couple of people have landed Stouffville Hospital's Office 365 migration project, which is currently paying them $32 an hour, which is very high for the market right now. Okay, there is project. It's a 6 months project, I believe. So there's a lot of project that's going on. But it depends on how well you try to, right? These people have been trying. They completed about 2 months ago. So they have been constantly trying for 2 months, right? And I'll tell you what is the job, how often do we take for people? What is the average time we are seeing for people who will keep on trying, okay? But we do work with 10 to 15 recruitment agencies or recruitment agents itself across Canada to identify the most in-demand certification when we tell you what certification is, okay? We'll tell you all the ones that, we'll tell you at least minimum two to three we'll say at least start with getting one, and we'll tell you which is one you should be focusing on right away. Okay, but it's up to you to get all three. But it's okay, just get one, and we can get started. And you should be able to get the certification before this course is completed. That's how we aim this. Okay, it takes per certification 2 to 3 weeks. We'll tell you within 1 or 2 weeks of starting the course to make sure that you're in the right in the scoop of the new year. Okay, as you guys know, uh, when you guys start this course, the course will end usually during the January first week or December, like just after the Christmas, right? The January first week is when this will end. So the season will open up again, and we'll tell you which you'll be able to contact with the recruiter and start getting in some contracts or some full-time jobs as well. Okay. These are course module, which I've actually explained to you guys in the 15 minutes video, but I'll let you know briefly about it now too. The first module, what we cover, is called IT Fundamentals, which covers the basics of IT. You'll get to know, this basically is a CompTIA's A plus equivalent. Okay, we'll let you know what is the A plus equivalent of is. What can we do to understand the computer? What is the IT help desk role inside a company? How does it actually work and integrate into a company itself? Understanding hardware components and how do you actually troubleshoot hardware components, just in case if you ever get anything at work. Operating system, what are the different types of operating system? What you need to understand about the operating system, how does it work and everything. Software installation and basic configuration, virtual machine and remote desktop introduction. These are the first module, okay? And this is what you learn about in the first module itself. This will give you a solid foundation of IT for anyone that does not know this course. Now, guys, we have taught people who is in their 60s as well in this course as well, okay? They want to do a midlife career change, or they want to try to get into IT as well. We help them. So we start with very basics for you to understand the whole concept of itself too, okay? So don't be afraid. This course, it will be very easy as long as you have the commitment to follow itself, okay? And the discipline to follow. The module 2 is networking basics, which will cover is introduction to networking concept like LAN, WAN, VPN. You'll get to understand what these are, how these work in a corporate environment. You'll actually understand what is an IP address is and subnettings, the basics of IP address and subnetting, okay? So remember that these things does not go beyond your role, okay? So I want you to understand is when we say networking basics, it's truly basics for your role. Whatever you need to do your job as IT help desk analyst, okay? It doesn't go beyond your role itself. It's not there to make you as administrator. It's there to make you to understand the concept so you can do your IT help desk analyst work itself. Okay? The next is DHCP and DNS basics, configuration, troubleshooting of network connectivity, introduction to Wi-Fi, and network best practices. Okay, we'll teach you all this to know for your IT analyst role itself, which is the entry level in IT. Okay, you're not learning this for network administration. That's why I want to be very clear. Okay? The next is security basics. Same thing with this too. You'll have introduction to cybersecurity and threat awareness. The reasons because you need to know how to identify threat and escalate them up to different departments itself. In the foundations, you'll get a very good understanding of what each department does, what is their role, and what is their responsibilities from the foundation from module 1. When you go into module 2, you'll know exactly what team we should be going out to. And you'll know how does a password policy work, what is the MFA, multi-factor authentication, and how does it get implemented, how does it work. You'll get endpoint security, how does endpoint security work, antivirus and firewall, how it works, and how do you actually see issues with it, right? We'll actually have hands-on experience with it too. Identify and responding to phishing attacks. So we'll learn the different type of cybersecurity attacks as well you need to understand so you can escalate to the right department, right? So identifying how to respond to a phishing attack, how do you actually properly take action, and how do you actually escalate that up to a different department, you'll actually know as well, okay? Data protection and compliances like GDPR, HIPAA basics. You understand how these compliances work and how does data protection work, okay? It's within your scope of work, which is IT help desk analyst training program itself, okay? So you'll know for your role itself. It doesn't go beyond your role. It doesn't go lower than your role itself. Okay? So now once you complete this module, which is your foundational module, then you go into your more specialization module itself, which is your module 4, Microsoft Azure. This is introduction to cloud computing and Microsoft Azure. You'll get to create your own Microsoft account. You get to manage your own account. You'll see how does Microsoft Entra ID works or Microsoft Azure works. And you'll be able to, work through most of the Azure's things. You'll have 100% hands-on exercise, guys. That is the most important. We have about 4 assignments in Azure itself. that you must complete. Okay, and we'll give you enough ample amount of time with these Azure assignments to make sure that you have class time and you have self time too to complete them. You'll know the difference of how to apply group policies. You'll know how to do onboarding, offboarding inside Azure. You'll know how to properly assign licensing inside Azure as well. Okay. It doesn't get, by the time you complete the module 4, you'll be very good at Microsoft Azure. Now, once you've done Azure, we go into Microsoft 365 and MDM. This is when you create your own account in Microsoft 365 and Office Suite. You'll actually manage email management, which is like Exchange, Outlook issues. You'll actually do license assignment within Microsoft Office 365 itself. You'll actually see how to assign licensing for Intune. How do you actually do MFA resets? You'll have full hands-on exercise. In Office 365 too, I believe there's about 3 different assignments you have to complete. And remember these, there's quizzes and there's assignments within all these two, okay? Just joining this class does not mean you learn anything. It means that you have to participate in the assignments. You must participate in the quizzes. And when we go on later on, I'll tell you exactly the disciplines that I want you to follow with these courses. But it's more of assignments, and you have class activity to work on, plus you have lecturing with them too, right? So you have the theoretical understanding, and you have a very, very hands-on approach to this as well. It's not just you're just going to hear me lecture. There is some lecturing part involved. I would say about 30%, but the rest, 70 to 80%, will be hands-on, okay? The next is module 6, which is where we're going to spend a little bit of more time on troubleshooting and support technique. There's about 3 assignments in this too. We'll actually simulate real-life incidents that happens, and we'll actually to understand how this works and how do you actually resolve it, what type of questions you should be asking them. As an analyst, you are there to ask questions and extract information as much as possible. You have to understand is an average person will not know the difference. You're the one who's there to make sure to ask the questions and fix the issue, right? So that's what we'll teach you. We'll teach you on troubleshooting techniques, which is what in majority of the interviews we ask. We heard that a lot of people are asking, especially managers, are asking for troubleshooting techniques. And there's actually a very constructive technical skills that you have to master. We will give you all of that in this section. We'll actually have a scenario-based environment in this as well. We'll actually go in and test, do some troubleshooting, fix the issue, and provide report or assessment on it. You will work on a lot of printer and peripheral device issues as well, simulated printer and peripheral device issues. You'll have understanding of Windows and Mac OS troubleshooting. You'll have help desk troubleshooting methodology that you will need to understand. So when you go into interview, when they ask you for it, that is the methodology that you guys should be, doing your scenario based on. Common software errors and fixes, and how do you do RDP support, remote protocol support, and remote support. So okay, this is your first 6 module. And the next module is module 7, which is the ITO framework, which ITO is it's created by the British government. It's to manage IT into the organization itself. It's to see if a department inside of IT, is it providing actually value to the business, or is it actually hurting the business itself, okay? So you'll have exact full understanding of how does ITO work inside of the organization, and you have pretty much a very good understanding of ITO. ITO is a theory form of IT, okay? And there's a certification behind it. We will give you the certification study material for this too. It is a very good certification for you to get. It is just expensive. If you have the budget to go ahead, we'll give you a coupon code for this. We'll give you at least 60%, or I think a 40% off on this as well, 40 or 50% off. I'll find out. But this one we also have a very good deal on this as well. But we will give you a very good deal on this as well. Okay, you'll have a very good understanding by the time when you complete module 7. You'll have a very good understanding of ITILs and service management, incident management, handling user issue. You'll also have very good understanding of problem management, which is root cause analysis. How does it work? Where do you actually escalate? And how does things, which department handles what? Okay. Now you have also change management, which is understanding IT changes and how does change management affect the whole company and how you actually manage within it. Okay. And which department handles what, and what is your role in change management or in the ITIL framework itself. Next is you'll learn throughout this course, you'll be doing a lot of what is called documentation and knowledge base creation. All your assignments and all your pretty much your class activity are surrounded by documentation, which is exactly what is needed for your role when you go into an IT organization. Okay? I know, guys, you guys' mics are muted. Just please stay with bear with me. I will unlock the mic so you guys can start, raising your hands on the thing and start asking questions. But just bear with me for about 15-20 minutes here. Okay? The next is called IT ticketing system, which is a very crucial portion that you have to have hands-on experience. At CTEC Training Center, we have a very heavy ticketing system that you guys will actually go in and simulate and play around with, and you guys can put it on your resume as hands-on experience as well. Okay, it's not just a theoretical experience; you'll have a very good hands-on experience with the ticketing system itself. What is a ticketing system? Is a way how you can manage your workload, task, and incidents and problem. Okay, it's a way how a company manages accountability for someone. This is how a work is assigned. This is how you get work assigned to you. This is how you should be documenting. This is how your management will see how many work has you have done and how well you have done. And has there been ever been a report saying that you haven't how to see how the management itself can see if you have done a great job at doing your work, right? And this is how your yearly appraisals and everything work. This is what determines the ticketing system is what determines if you're a good analyst or not. If you ask the right question, are you able to resolve a problem right on time, or are you wasting your time, right? And this is how they look at it, and you'll have a very good understanding of it, and as well as hands-on experience, which you can put on your resume. The nice thing about ticketing system is it doesn't matter what ticketing system they're asking you, as long as you get a hands-on experience in one, everything else works very well. Okay. Now the last module, which is this is the eighth module. Okay, but it's more of a studies, and you have exams. I mean, you have quizzes and assignments on. The last module is the resume building module, which every one of you guys who joins the class will have a working session with myself to make sure that we can create your resume at the end of the thing and start. And I'll let you know when you can start applying for resumes for jobs as well. I'll tell you if your resume looks good or not. I'll go through your resume. We'll sit on it, maybe a 20 minutes video call. We'll sit down like this. You'll share me your resume. I'll say what you need to change. You'll bring it back again if there's any changes we've done. If not, and then I'll let you know you can go ahead and apply to the agencies which we have told you, or agents which we have told you. Okay? And trust me, guys, with this one, the recruitment agencies who we work with, or recruitment agents who we work with, will never ask you for commission, which we don't work with any of them. We will never ask you for commission for landing your job. Okay, which is something I want to be very clear on. Once you complete the course, we'll connect you. It is still in your hands to start applying for jobs as well. We'll tell you exactly how to apply, which I'll go through in the bit. Okay? Next is how long does it take to get a job? So these are the 5 key stages that we have seen in the past 3 years. Okay, so because we've been doing this for the past 3 years, and per year we have about three to six batches per year, depending on the season itself. But typically, there's 5 stages for this: completion of the course, earn at least one certification, 2 to 3 weeks at the most for at least one certification. Okay, so usually within the second week, we will tell you which certifications to apply for. So you start studying. We'll give you study material as well, right? So you start studying, and then you start, pursuing the certification. Typically, people do finish the certification way before the course ends. So during the course, we can start applying, right? Connect, and then we'll let you know which recruiters you should be connecting with. So you'll connect with the recruiters, start applying for jobs. You will apply with the recruiters as well, and we encourage you to apply outside as well. Okay, through LinkedIn, through Indeed. We'll tell you exactly how to do job hunting, so you guys don't have to worry. There's not much of a learning process. We'll exactly let you know where to go and apply, what to look for, and what you should not be afraid of. Those type of things, right? And maintain a consistent communication with recruiters and online job applications. Okay. On average, this is what we see in the past 3 years. Okay, on average, who follows these steps and stay consistent usually secure a job within 2 to 4 months after completing the course with a certification, right? So 2 to 4 months is a very, very good and healthy amount of timeline. I'm not here to promise you that once you complete a job, once you complete this certification, you'll get a job. It doesn't. That's not how it is. It does take 2 to 4 months. Okay, we've seen average after 1.5 months of applying, you'll start receiving calls for interviews. You'll start attending the interviews. We will have to. Sometimes some people get it within second interview. Some people do not do well in the first two, but they do, and then after that we can improvise and we can see what's going wrong. You'll come back to us and you'll talk to us. These are all, when you come back and talk to us, these are all free sessions, right? So you can come back and say this is not working for us. We'll sit down and we'll try to see what we can do to help you out. We will train you. We will mentor you to make sure when you go for the next job, what you can say and what you should not say. And success depends on consistent effort active job application, and continuous communication with the recruiter itself, right? Why some students fail? This is the reason why we see some students fail is from our experience. Two common reasons we found out is lack of commitment. Usually, there's a trend with this, not lack of commitment meaning not completing the module or skipping classes, class activities. Class activity means assignments, okay? And not doing the quizzes on time. With myself, I'll tell you right now, there is no extension of any assignments. There's no extension of any quiz for any reasons, okay? Do not ask me for leniency in that. I will treat you guys as team. Whenever I address you guys, I will address you guys as a team, okay? I will not address you guys as a student, and from day one itself. Any of my staff who's reaching out to you guys will address you guys as a student. But if it's from me, it'll be as to a team. Okay, so self-doubt. I cannot fix self-doubt. Okay, I'm not here to fix self-doubt. If you think that you can get a job and you're willing to work hard, 100%, we can help you there. But I cannot fix your self-doubt. Okay? Remember, believe in yourself gives 300% effort. If you stay consistent and confident, you will get a job. That's the people that we've seen, get a job, right? But if you have self-doubt, this course may be not right for you. Okay? Next is, this is something that a lot of people, I have about, totally people have registered for this thing is about 171, I think, so far. A lot of people cannot even join in the past because they're getting error messages when they're trying to join in. But usually this course does go for $1,700. Okay, it is it's just split into monthly prices so people can afford to pay it, right? But this time, just so we can make it affordable for everyone, we're making it $500 one-time payment. That's it. This is a 2 months course. It's 100% online. There is recorded video online you must watch as well. And then whenever you come to the Saturday 1 p.m. Class, we will review it, and then we'll go on to the next lecture, right? So most of the lectures, what we understand in the past 3 years is they're very dry, and they can be recorded and thing, right? So a lot of people ask for that. So we make sure that those are all recorded, cleanly recorded for you guys to easily access. And some of them does have a quiz too. I just want to make sure, okay, the lecture itself. So you guys must watch it. And here's why we understand that many students struggle with affordability when starting the IT journey just for the month of November. Okay, to help more people break into IT tech field, we temporarily reduce the cost to make it accessible to everyone. This is a 2 months program, still include the same full content, job assistant, and live instructor support. Nothing that's reduced except the price itself. Okay. There's nothing has been changed to the module that I don't know who the founder of the module is. I'll tell you nothing has been changed. The only thing that's been changed is some of these modules has been pre-recorded, but we will still talk them on the Saturday class itself. Okay? This is a special prize. Is being offered once as a part of our end of year initiative to give back to the community itself. Okay? Nothing more than that. That's what it is. Nothing is reduced. Everything's the exact same thing. We just made some improvements in the course as well. Okay? Some of the modules has been improved from before. Who's this course for? This course is designed for anyone that's ready to start their career in IT. As I said before, this is not anyone that's looking to advance into IT, okay? This is for anyone that's looking to break into IT, so I just want to make sure that's very clear. You don't have to have any prior technical experience. You don't have to have any technical background. We will take you from the basics. To be successful in this course, you should have a basic computer skills, comfortable using Windows, web browsing, turning on and off camera, ability to read and write and speak English clearly, okay? Dedication of at least 10 hours per week for assignment, quizzes, and practical activity. It doesn't have to be during the class times as well. When we give you assignments, trust me, we give you enough time. We know some assignments will take 3 weeks. We will give you 3 weeks to complete the assignment. We know some assignments will take 1 week, right? But it's very clearly communicated to you, so there will be no extension given. Okay? But just remember that you have to dedicate 10 hours per week, and it could be any time during the week, right? So it doesn't have to be Saturday or anything like that. When you're given an assignment, you have 1 week or 2 weeks to complete them, and you can do them before, right? And strong, self-motivated, ready to give 200% effort and stay consistent, willing to research and try before you ask for help, just like in real life help desk job, right? This is how I always been running this class for the past, even my ethical hacking classes I run from 2019. If you have a question about a class, right, that we already have taken lecture on, and you see me showing practically, if you don't get something, I will always expect you to have done research. Whenever you come and reach out to me, I would expect you to say, hey, Atavan, this is what I have done. This is what I have researched. I'm still not going in the right direction. I will never, ever give you the right answer. What I will do is I'll point you in the right direction, be like, hey, maybe you have to look into this. I still expect you to do the research and doing the digging around to figure out the answer, okay? I'm okay with, me and you sitting down for 1 hour, 2 hours. I don't mind that. I don't mind you asking me questions during class or anything like that. I'm okay. I'm 100% okay. I'm willing to even extend the class for 2 to 3 hours just to make sure you understand. But it's just that I'm not here to, just to spoon feed, right? So you have to make sure that you put an effort to learn as well. I can add to it. But obviously, I'm not going to expect, I'm not going to give you the course in the first minute. Here, go ahead and learn it. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to give you 40% to 50% of the course module, and I will expect you to research and learn it as well, right? That's a part of the assignment itself. And that's how it's supposed to be. It is supposed to be complicated. It is supposed to be hard, right? It's not supposed to be easy itself, right? So that's how you learn. If you can bring focus, consistency, and discipline, we will help you build the technical skills, and confidence to start into IT career. Okay. We see with people, like we even had in the last batch, we had a 60-year-old person, right? So he didn't know anything about Azure. By the time he finished Azure, he was able to explain technical concepts of Azure very well that I was even surprised. But it's a dedication he put in there, right? He actually wanted to learn, and I treat him the same way. Whenever he asks me a question, I'll be like, "Here's this. Can you go and research about this?" Right? But first couple of classes, it will be hard. But once you start getting that, the rhythm, it'll be much more easier for you. And this is how your workplace will be, right? And you don't always want to go to your colleagues and ask them for help always, but you can ask them, "Okay, I've tried this, it's not working. Can you help me with this?" That's more better approach than saying, "Hey, I don't know how to do this." I would expect you to do some research, okay? When we start this course. Who this course is not for. This is something I want to be very clear as well. There are some people this course is not meant for. Expecting to get a job just by completing the course without any personal effort, this is not for them. Does not participate in class activity like assignments or quizzes, this is not for them. Are not willing to take on challenges or push beyond the comfort zone, this is not for them. Avoid dig deeper to learn and explore beyond the lessons, it's not for them. Expecting CTEC training to apply for jobs on behalf of them instead of they're taking initiative, it's not for them. Okay, these are the people this course is not for. I want to be very clear on this. Okay, that's why I want to just say openly and before you guys get committed. And I'm going to tell you what is something that I would expect as a class discipline from everyone that joined the class as well. Okay, so this is what I want to emphasize: is this discipline and class discipline. I would expect you guys to maintain, and I would do the same thing to you guys too. Okay. So attendance, there is no strict attendance policy in this batches. Okay. However, if you cannot attend the class or will be late, you just need to notify us at least 1 hour before the class starts. Rather, it doesn't matter if you cannot make it. That's fine. I understand life happens. We're all adults. We have to feed ourselves. We have a family as well. We might be late too, but you have to respect the class and respect the people inside the class and let us know at least 1 hour before you're going to be late. And it's not just myself. You just email the class, be like, "Hey, team, I'm just going to be late by 30 minutes, or I cannot make it today for whatever the reason is," right? But you must let us know at least 1 hour before. If you don't let me know 1 hour before, let's say 1 o'clock, if anyone's going to be away or late, I would have to receive an email from you guys or a message to the group itself, or email to the group or email to the message, at least by 12. If not, I would expect you guys to be in class. But let's say if you don't email, if you don't email, you're going to be absent. You will not get a recording for the class itself. Okay, that I want to be very clear with. Next is if you're going to be late, whatever time it is, if you don't notify me, the class will be locked down. You will not be able to enter the class, and you will not get a recording for the class too, which is I'm very strict on this. Okay. Next is lateness. If you will be late, you must inform us at least 30 minutes before the class starts. If not, you will not be permitted to join the class, and you'll actually lose access to the recording for that class, just that class itself. Okay. If you're going to be absent 1 hour before, if you're going to be late 30 minutes before at least. Okay. If not, the class will be locked down. Recording policy is students are not allowed to record the class. We will record the class and will provide you the recording of the class at least minimum up to 6 months after completing the course as well. Okay. You will have access to the recording up to 6 months after completing as well, minimum. The maximum, I don't know, but at least minimum, we'll guarantee you'll have access to it 6 months. Okay. Slides. The slides, students will not receive a copy of the slides. You guys will have the access to the recording, but the slides itself is not meant to help you. You need to start taking notes during the session or whenever you have the recording, right? So just take notes of it. Okay. Slides will not be given to students. Assignments. The course includes 8 modules and approximately 12 to 14 assignments. Sometimes it does increase and decreases because Microsoft does like to add on more things. So we just have to add one more assignment based on it. So it makes your chance of getting a job much more accessible. Okay. You will have ample amount of time to complete them, but deadlines will not be extended for under any circumstances. Okay, that I want to be very clear on. If they're due next week or 2 weeks from now, they're due 2 weeks from now. If you had a failure to submit, it is a failure to submit. Okay? Quizzes. There are about total 6 quizzes for this batch. All quizzes must be completed within a given time frame, and extension will not be granted. You must achieve a minimum score of 80 on each quizzes. And I'll tell you guys right now, each quizzes, if you watch the recording or if you're in the class, if you attend the quizzes, I never seen anyone get lower than 95%. People who have attended the class or you know or watch the recording, right? The quizzes are meant to just test if you understand it. It's not to be very challenging. It's just that we can go on the next step of the thing. And the quizzes will not be given today morning and expect you to complete tonight. You'll have 1 week to complete the quizzes. Okay, so you'll have ample amount of time for the quizzes. You'll have an ample amount of time for assessment. You need to manage your time. Okay, so that's what I would expect from you guys. Okay. So the registration, this is the last slide, and I'll let you guys ask your question. Don't worry about it. Registration. So the last day to register is November 11th. The reason why it has to be on the last day has to be Monday is next week Tuesday. Next week Saturday, which is the 15th, the class will start, and you'll have to at least have watched 2 videos for discussion. So there's a recorded video that you must have watched. So we have to give you guys access to an LMS. It'll become too late, and there's only about 20 students is maximum allowed for this batch. Okay? It just gets beyond uncontrollable if you go beyond 20. But the cost is, as I said, the cost is before 1,700. Now it's just $500 flat. That's it. And this is a payment option for this. Okay, you can either send us a WhatsApp message, and our staff will send you the payment information. But you can do an e-transfer. No tax. Taxes, everything including the $500 itself. Or if you want to do a credit card payment, there is, I think, a 5% credit card processing fee that's involved. You have to pay that on top of the $500 itself. But this is a fees, and this is only for the November batch itself. I know the people from the older batch has been messaging us saying that this batch is it's very, very cheaper than what they're paying currently. But it's just for this batch, and it's only for the new students. But I'll go ahead and unmute you all, you guys. When you guys are going to ask a question, just there's a raise icon, there's a raise hand icon. So please raise your hand, and then I'll ask one by one whoever I raise there first. Okay, just give me 1 second. I'll go ahead and unlock the thing. Perfect. Give me 1 second. Okay, so give me 1 second here. Yes, go ahead. Jagger, you should be able to unmute yourself. Yeah, please, Jaggerdeep Singh. You can go ahead and unmute your. Oh, I think you don't have. You can. I think you don't have access to a mic. Do you? Okay. Sam, can you unmute yourself and you can talk? Sam Vijayan.
Hi, am I audible?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you regarding certification. I have a couple of questions.
Go ahead.
Like, does this course would help me with the preparation for the certification, or it would be completely different? We need to separately prepare, and how complicated are the certifications? I don't see myself as a very tech savvy or very smart individual. Like, do you need to be like really smart to clear those certifications? I heard IT certifications tends to be very difficult. Just wanted to need clarification on that, like how difficult
Sam,
it
very
is to
good
clear
question.
certification.
Very good question. So I'll start off with the first question you asked me is we prepare you for certifications, or is it going to be separate? So the answer is going to be 50-50. The reason why I'm saying going to 50-50 is this course is not a certification oriented course. Okay, it's more of a job oriented course, but we do cover each and every bit of all the certifications. We do cover certification for A+ a little bit, about I would say 50%. We do cover certification for Microsoft Azure Fundamentals 50%. We are not even 50%, even beyond 50%. We do cover Microsoft 365 Foundation certification about more than 50%. We do cover ITIL Foundation certification more than 50%. So there's about 4 certifications that we cover in this whole total module itself, right? But what happens is for you to pass the certifications, there's actually videos that we'll send you. You watch about 3 hours videos. I have seen people with zero experience in IT come, put in dedication. 3 weeks they have passed the exams, the foundation exam. They're not meant for too technical, but you need to have an understanding of the concept. And we will give you the test banks where you can go in and practice. We'll give you all the videos to understand the concept, and they're very, very, they're very hands-on and fun. So don't worry about your ability to pass the exam. As long as you have 100% dedication, I don't think you'll have any issues, to be honest.
Okay, thank you so much.
No problem, no problem. I hope I have answered your question. If you have anything, just feel free for you to ask. No problem. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I have. Okay, so I'm gonna lower Sam's. Okay, I have Jaggerdeep. Sorry, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your thing. J-U-G Jaggerdeep.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh,
Yeah,
perfect.
sorry
Yeah.
about my microphone that wasn't working before.
No
Okay,
worries.
so yeah, I think you answered my question as well. I just wanted to know what kind of certifications you will be touching base on. So you said, just to reconfirm, it's CompTIA A plus.
ITIL, ITIL.
Okay.
So we'll touch, because we try to touch on certification what is currently employable, right? There's hundreds of certifications out there, but it doesn't mean it's employable. So what we try to focus on is employable, and we actually get a confirmation from the recruitment agencies for the next 3 months, 4 months, what is in the current job market that is more employable, what is more what is certifications that for entry level what people want.
So you said ITIL, Microsoft 365, AZ
Azure.
900.
Yeah, AZ900, MS900 are something that in the past 3, 4 months, or even 6 months, 7 months, they've been looking for, and that's
And,
what made people more successful.
and CompTIA plus as well.
You know what? Okay, so with the A plus, that's a very good question. It's very hands-on type of thing, right? So some places yes, some people no. It depends on what the role you're asking for, right? And usually for CompTIA A plus, if you have some of the certifications like Azure and Office 365, they'll tell you that in the probationary period you must complete them. So you have 3 months to complete.
Okay, and how about AWS?
AWS is not currently in the market.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not very necessary. You know what? I wouldn't say that, because the reason why is because this January when we ran the batches, the report we got from the agency was AWS. We actually had students do AWS, and it was very, very a lot of people did get a job, especially in the banking sector. So it
Okay.
depends on the month. I can't say, you know what, this is good. This is always very good, right? It depends on the market trend as well.
So when you say you're going to connect us to the recruiter or recruiting agents, what kind of companies we're looking at? Banking sector, financial sector, or healthcare?
So here's the thing with the recruiting agency here is they don't have a specific industry they work with. They work with everyone, right? They work with construction, they work with finance, they work with hospitals. Right now there's a huge hospital space going on because all the hospitals are moving to Office 365, right? So they took in about 30, 40, I think even like I would say about 60 staffs, right? So it depends on what the job space is happening right now.
And as a starter, what is the basic pay we are looking at as a starter?
Very good question. So what I've seen, I'll tell you the two different answers. Okay, the reasons, one is for contract and one is for full time. The contract position I've seen anywhere from $27 an hour to $32 an hour. So $32 an hour is total projects going on. A couple of people have landed there from last batch, which is $32 an hour under T4. T4. If you're doing full time, I have seen as low as 45,000. The highest I ever seen is 57 or 60, I believe. But expect like 55 to 60 in between that. 45 to 60, I would say.
Okay.
But more realistically speaking, 45 to 55 is what I'm comfortable with telling you.
Okay.
If you get more, that's perfect. But what I've seen in the market right now for entry level.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So Mohammed, I think you've asked is, let's say if we don't get the job in two or 3 months, then how many months you can help in search for a job, or just give the recruiter's name and that's all. Okay, so here's the thing that I would say. If you're actively applying, if you are saying the steps that we're taking, I don't see beyond 4 months that you should not get a job. If you're within, let's say this, if you are seriously applying for 2 months, And if you're not getting interviews, then like, we will have to meet and talk about it, because it's not, it's very unrealistic that for 2 months if you're applying with the technique we tell you, like that's it's just ATS formatting, but proper ATS formatting, there's a technique behind it. If you're doing that and if you're not still getting any jobs, then you have to come and see us within 2 months for sure. That's a very big red flag. One of the things that we've seen that's a very bad technique that people are doing is they just create one resume and apply for all of it. We actually tell you how to customize these resumes to apply, right? So it's very important that you follow what exactly we say. There's no laziness for you, okay? Within 2 months, you should, at least within 1.5 months, you should start seeing interviews. If you don't, there is a problem with how you apply, and you have to come and see us, and we will help you with it. By 3 to 4 months, you should have at least got several other interviews. Landing a job, it's to be honest, landing a job is a secondary, right? For us, it's more about, are you getting interviews that you can go into? And let's say if you are going to interview and you're failing, we want to look at the reason why you're failing an interview, to be honest. We would ask you to record the interview in your phone, and we would have to listen to it, right, to see what is happening. Is it just because you're not understanding the questions they're asking? Is it because of technical difficulties, technical inabilities, right? We would have to fix that. So there's a lot of things that's, goes on there. I'm not going to say, you won't get a job here, let's just start applying. That's not how it works. We'll need equal or 200% effort from your side too, right? As I said before, it's about dedication, and it's about believing in it. That's exactly what's moving. I hope, Mohammed, I have answered your questions properly. If not, you can feel free to just I do have someone on hold right now. Let me see who's next on asking for question. I have Gun. I'm so sorry. I'm going to butcher this name. Gupinder. I
Yeah,
hope I said that. Yes, I'm so
Good.
sorry if I made a mistake. I'm so
It's
sorry.
okay. It's okay. That's
I'm so bad at reading names. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay. I just need to tell my background first because I'm in a really different scenario here. So right now I have master's in computer science. I have overall 8 years of experience,
Mhm.
in which currently I have technical support experience of 4 years in Canada.
Okay.
So yeah, and I worked with the major companies like Shopify and OpenAI with
Okay.
ChatGPT and
Yep.
their their API as well. And then after that, company laid off me, and it was in July. So from July to till yet, I'm continuously applying. I'm customizing my resume and everything. I'm trying my best, but of course, I don't have any proper certifications. So I just want to know that, like, how this course will change my situation right now. Like,
Okay.
I can't say 2 months more to get the job, right? So what would, like, it help me in that case?
Okay, so let me just ask you a couple of questions, Bhupinder, like, if you don't mind. So when you work for those, did you work directly with the company, or did you work
No,
on
no, no, it's contract role.
contract? Okay, and what type of role exactly you played in?
So basically, Accenture hired me
Mhm.
as a technical support,
Mhm.
but they didn't ask for qualification like what I have. They were like highest grade was +2, like
Mhm.
high school, and then the basic computer knowledge. So
Mhm.
after that, I just hired like $22 per hour. So that was my situation. But the actual job was, it was really difficult for normal people who don't have any IT knowledge.
Right.
So yeah, so I survived there only because I have some knowledge about IT. So that
Okay.
was, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you this. So when you apply for a job, how many jobs are you applying per day?
Average 15 to 20 per day.
Yeah, that's. I'll tell you right now, it's completely wrong, Bhupinder. Okay,
Hmm.
I see. The reason why I'll tell you this right now. If
Hmm.
you want to properly apply with the technique we tell you, it takes you approximately 2 to 3 hours to get a resume ready per job. So
Yeah.
realistically speaking, you can only apply to 3 per day.
Okay.
Or after that, we tell you don't apply for more than 3. The reason is because your brain itself will be fried so bad, you won't be able to. At that point, you're just on autopilot. You're applying just for sake of applying. The reason why you need to stop doing that is because once you apply for a company, once they put your resume into a system, right, for the
Hmm.
first time, you will never be updated. Once you overwrite the information, it'll sync like it's falsified information. So the first thing you do is you always, take the time, 2 to 3 hours. I'll tell you this right now. First 10 resumes will take you 3 hours to get ready, maybe even 4 hours, which is totally fine. But once you start doing that, consistently, it'll take you 1.5, 2 hours. The people we have successfully seen is that's tell us is we ask for average on is it takes them 2 hours on average to get a resume up for a job, which is they're applying for 2 to 3 jobs per day. If they're totally free, maximum is like 4 jobs a day, with the given breaks and everything, right? Like, but 15, 20, that's not possible at all with the quality of quality of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what we'll fix, right? First of all, and I'm not going to tell you, okay, 2 months, job will land on your lap, right? That's not how this works, okay? You still have to put in the effort, which means you do have to understand the concept, okay, of Azure and how it works. There will be technical question interviews. That's something that is clear, that I want you guys all to expect. One thing is we do not set up anyone into the company so they hire you into that. It's genuine. You apply, you go in, you sit down, do the interview, and you have to fit the culture itself, right? So we'll train you and we'll give you mentorship, but you still have to do the 200% dedication to this
Yeah.
course. It's what we tell everyone in each batch as we start. You have to have discipline, you have to have consistency too, right? But you must believe that this is all about law of attraction too, right? You must believe it, that you will be successful in it. And then you will be successful in it. But it just takes that, the reason why you have to believe is it's the self-motivation factor that pushes you to keep pushing.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me how it works. I see this with everyone, and everyone tells me something other than I've been applying for 4 weeks, I haven't got any results. I'm like, just keep on applying, right? Just keep on applying. Here's some things, keep on applying, right? And then all of a sudden, boom, 5, 6 weeks, 7 weeks later, they start getting interviews after interviews. They might go to 1 or 2, they fail. That's exactly what happens, okay? And you're expected to happen.
Yeah.
But the more interviews you go to, the more experience you have. And it's just at like 5th or 6th interview, it's just a psychology of the game. It's not, then in the interview, they don't really care for entry level if you're technical or not. It's not about technical. It's about actually, are you going to be a good employer when I hire you? Are you going to add benefit to my team? 2 is that you shouldn't be adding any burden to the team. There's already burden in my team. So you should not be burdening the team even more. And 3 is, are you going to be a good team player? Are you going to take on tasks? Are you going to be like, okay, I'm done at 4. I'm this is my world. I'm just going to stick with it, right? Are you be able to grow? A lot of company looks for that, and a lot of right now, if you realize, a lot of IT department has moved out of unionized environment. So they're private is because they want the IT to grow. That's the only way a company can grow, right? So IT is a centralized center access of the company itself. So they want someone who can potentially grow into the company and grow the company itself too. That's what they look for, right? So the certifications are just a good flag to wave at people to make sure they're tracked, but it's still the knowledge that you need when you want to interview, right? The level of confidence you get once you understand the concept is much more higher than when you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And like these assignments, is there anything which we can put on LinkedIn as well? Like we completed this and that to attract.
100%. We will give you certificate. At the end of the course, this is a certification, right? We will issue based. There was a certification issued from CTEC Training Center for you for completing IT Help Desk Analyst Training Program, and we will vouch you for hands-on experience for Azure. We will give you a hands-on experience certification for Microsoft 365, and the bonus thing is we'll give you a hands-on experience ticketing system that you guys can put on your resume as well. So these are 3 things that we'll give to you, right? Once you complete the assignment itself. The ticketing system is going to be a huge one. I think you told me you worked in an IT environment, right?
Yeah.
So you know how ticketing system works, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You know how big that is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's pretty much your day in and out. You pretty much go in there to see your the amount of work you have, and that's how people judge if you have done your work.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much surrounded by your job role. So that is what we try to give you here, very hands-on approach to ticketing system.
Okay.
I hope I answered your questions.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. I have next is Stephanie.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
How are you, sir?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So I'm currently work in a job as a help desk, support help desk, and I talked with my supervisor, and he recommended me to do a MD 100 and MS 100 certification. What is your thought about that?
So, if you're currently working in help desk, yes, that is a very good certification because you are currently working and it's upscaling, right? But
Yes.
if you're someone who's entering into help desk, that's probably not a good certification. But because you're already in a help desk role, it's a very good certification to move you more inside. That's a strategy that they probably want to play. MS 100 also is very good because a lot of administration certification, right? So it's MS Microsoft 365 administration certification that will help you to get more hands-on experience with administrating side of Office 365. Maybe Stephen, probably what you're doing is right now is more maintenance, or just following the maintenance aspect, right? So assigning rules, assigning groups, making sure to remove them and add them from groups and stuff, right?
Yes.
Yes. So
Uh,
administration, yeah.
yes. So basically, if I can resume my job, we used to auto task,
Mhm.
and sometimes we how to say that we receive ticket, we have to put them on the right
Yep.
department,
Yep.
and I did most of the job I was doing. Honestly, was mostly uh, assign a member to a list,
Yep.
to a distribution list, assign allow this person to watch somebody else mailbox.
Yep.
This is mostly what I did, but when it's come to um, license and everything, it's mostly level 2 on our job.
Yes.
Is
Yes.
a help desk, is a support level 2, because each ticket we class,
Mhm.
depending, sometimes it's come with sometimes it's us, but sometimes it's level 3 security operation.
Mhm.
It's depending, really.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And what Stephen said is you guys will have a very good hands-on experience with it in class as well. So you'll actually do IAM, RBAC. Stephen, are you doing RBAC already at work right now?
Sorry.
Are you doing RBAC, role-based access control?
We use do you mean access and remote how can I say that? Can you repeat? Sorry.
Yeah, it's called RBAC, RBAC. So role-based access control.
Is that a remote to
Uh,
connect to other?
no, no, no. So it's the most secure way right now of assigning someone groups.
Okay,
So you
okay.
know how you assign groups now? Okay, so let me tell you this. If somebody wants access to a printer, right? You know how you assign them just a group for that particular printer to their account?
Yes.
So now they have a policy that it actually sets up that by default, soon as this person associated with a group or a member of a certain department, all
Yes.
the groups will just automatically assign to them.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
yeah, it's the most advanced, it's the most secure, it's the most advanced way of assigning group right now.
Is it a new feature on Windows or?
Yeah, new feature on Microsoft Azure. I would say about a year and a half. Not a lot of companies are enrolled yet, but that's something that they're going to get into. So that's something that probably is a good thing for you to look into too.
Okay.
Yeah, because you already working.
Is their course is a great step to start? Because honestly, I didn't really have much help desk experience, and I work in the MSP, which is more fast paced, I will say.
Yeah, yeah,
I just want to know if I was on the right place to study. If your course is a good opportunity to start.
100%, man. If you just want to get a realistic approach, and it'll be a very good touch for you because you learn a lot of new things too, like RBAC, IAM, MFA troubleshooting, assigning licensing too. You'll get to assign license as well. You'll do onboarding and offboarding. Or do you actually do that at work right now, Stephen?
Yes, we do offboarding, onboarding, but this is a technician level 2.
Okay, so you'll
I
get to
can
know.
I know how to do the onboarding is when somebody joined the company, and offboarding is when somebody is about to leave.
Please,
Yes.
exactly. So you'll know properly how to do it and how to actually assign licensing and how to actually revoke licensing for offboarding.
Yeah.
How to assign RBAC roles, IAM, MFA troubleshooting, and those type of things as well. So we'll
Okay.
go. Everything is basically whatever you do in a real life workplace.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Thank
hope.
you for
Yeah, I
thank you
hope
for
I
listening.
answered your question and clarified a lot of your questions you had.
Yes, thank you.
No problem. No problem. Have a nice day. All right, I have. I'm going to butcher this name too. It says Mutata, the greatest. Sorry. I actually lowered it. Sorry. Uh, Munut. Okay, so
Muntaha, sorry, yeah,
Muntaha.
Muntaha,
I'm so
sorry.
sorry.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
no worries, no worries, no worries, no worries, yeah. So I have a question, right, with
Go ahead.
regards to this course, right? So let's say once I completed successfully this course with all the certifications and everything, right?
Mhm,
And ideally assuming, like, let's say I get a job, right?
mhm.
So let's say if I want to grow my career in
Yeah,
this, right? So how will be my roadmap will look like? Which courses in future, let's say if I have to go in, like, in order to improve myself and I mean like
Yeah,
to get a like better jobs in future, like in a sense from this
100%.
role to another. So what are those courses will be like? I just need a roadmap.
Yeah. So okay. So when you say roadmap, right, it differs for people to people. So what we do for this is, if you actually want to, it's totally complimentary. You don't have to pay anything. So you book an appointment with myself once you start, right? Once you start work, and obviously you might not have a clear picture of the first 6 months, but I would say 6 months or 1 year. Just book an appointment with me, 30 minutes or 1 hour. We'll sit down either in person or on online. We'll actually see what you like and what you don't like, right? And see what is your next path to being successful. Let's say you're starting off help us, maybe in 6 months or 1 year, you figured out you like networking more, cybersecurity more, or a system administrator more, right? We'll tell you the path which should you be doing to aim for, for next 5 years, or next 2 years, next 1 year. Usually 1 year is a very short term. Usually when you sit down with us, we try to give you a 5 year plan, and we'll break that down to one every year, right? So first year, second year, third year, fourth year, like that. So you have a much more clear road plan for 5 years. Let's say 3 years you have to change something, right? Come back to us. We'll still sit down and we'll talk about it. Just 30 minutes to 1 hour, right? Whatever time I have available, whatever time you have available, we can set that a time and we can meet and talk about it. Not a problem.
And
But
and one more yes, sorry to go ahead. Sorry to go ahead, sir.
I think like a lot of like I just want to be thing that I want everyone to understand is, just don't expect once you've done the course to talk about projectile, because you have to take off something, right? You have to land somewhere and then be there for 6 months and see what you like. Just be very open to it, right? For the first 6 months, your focus is just doing what you're currently doing and being very good at it, and becoming a pretty much a specialized in it, right? And then worry about moving out. But just your mind should not be on, I'm going to get this job and jump into something higher, right? This is not about a short term goal. Okay, I'll tell you this right now. If you're looking for a short term and going into, some people ask, I want to earn 100,000 or something like that. It is possible. I'm not saying it's not possible, but not in the first year when you're entering. Okay, it is a slow process, but if you properly do a plan for 5 years and you stick to it, definitely within 5 years you can head into the 5 years or 4 years, you're heading to the 6 year salary, 100,000, 120, 130 for sure. But it's not going to be first 2 years. Okay, it's not easy for the first 2 years. Um, like a lot of things is that I want to be very clear is, when you get certifications, the certification should benefit you getting a role, and also the role should benefit the next certification you get. When in the manager role, what we used to say is, someone with a dumping certification, meaning somebody just goes out, anybody can go in and put 30, 40 hours, just memorize and get a certification, but that doesn't mean they have the skills to do it in realistic, right? Real life. So what we say is, work on certification that's going to benefit you to land a job right now. Once you're in a job, do another certification, right? Get your employer to pay for it if they can, or do something that will put you on the path of where you want to go. You don't just go ahead and just start getting 15, 20 certification. It'll never help you. It'll actually hurt you especially when you're trying to enter into IT, right? Be very strategical on when you try to get these certification. We'll walk you through, and trust me, even after you complete this course, it's not like you're off the hook. Okay, you can always contact myself. You can always call the CTEC Training Center number. I'm the one who has a cell phone most of the time, so I'll pick up WhatsApp. There's a staff that particularly answer WhatsApp, but the cell phone is by myself. But if that's the case, I'll tell you to book an appointment. I'll give you a time, and we'll definitely sit down and talk. I'm not the type of person who who say, "Oh, you're done the course." Our institution not like that, but usually we will make sure that you have enough resources even after you complete the course or during you complete the course as well.
Sure, sir. So I have one more question, and that's it, like from my end.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, sir, like as per your experience and as of like your profession in this industry, so what do you think? Like, because me as an outsider, I'm changing my field, right? So for me, it is like a little bit challenging to check the current trend in the market. So what do you think right now, the job market in Toronto or in Ontario, with after completion of this course? What do you think? Like, how's the
Okay,
job
so
market right now?
I'll tell you this: for IT man, if you try, job market is always good. The reason why I'm saying it's good, I'm not saying excellent, is because the job market is right now, people are telling me it's hard. But people actually landed that Stouffville projects. There's people who's landing Service Ontario projects. People are landing, right? It's not like people are getting. It's bit challenging now, but it's all depends on the mindset we have to, right? If we think we're not going to get a job, we're not going to get a job, obviously. If we think we cannot get in, we're not going to get in, right? But it's about the effort we put in, right? That's why I always tell people, be positive and think you'll get it, because it's a positive that brings in the thing, right? Of course, we have to feed ourselves and everything. We have to do some sort of part-time job as well for now to feed ourselves if we need to. But the end goal should be to land a job, right? And that's the effort that we should be putting towards. I'm not going to say 100%. Like there is jobs, but it's not excellent. It's good. I never seen people who try hard and consistently never get a job in thing. They always land a job. Heck,
One,
man, I even seen people.
one last question, sir. I know it's quite subjective question, but like, let's say, other than like practicing tutorials, like quizzes, like going through lecture, like how many hours of self-independent study? What do you think each person should put? Like, I mean, I know it's
100%.
different person to person, but how many
Yeah, yeah.
hours? Like, one guy
So
has to
I'm
put each of that.
yeah, I think I put it on the slide. Maybe you joined in a bit late. That's fine. Usually, I would say outside of class, dedicate about 10 hours per week. Per week, 10 hours. If you have 10 hours per week, is more than enough. More than enough.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Yeah, 10 hours per week. Like as I said, it doesn't have to be like Saturday and it's whatever your schedule fits in. Just set aside 10 hours per week. Block it off. That's where you do your assignments or your quizzes or whatever it is, right? So that 10 hours can be spread across a week. Yeah, it doesn't matter. If you can put in more, perfect. That'll be even better. But 10 hours minimum is more than enough.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I hope I answered your questions.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay, so I have. Who wants to? Anyone else? Any questions?
So let's define job, okay? Look, I made a whole made out of blocks.
Anyone? Any questions or?
So next lecture will begin on 11th. Sorry, from next Saturday, right?
15. Yeah, 15. But the registration has to be completed by 11, so we can send you all the module. Okay, so Linux. Anuj has asked, do we need a Linux for help desk? So we'll teach you actually the basics of Linux in here. You don't need to have hands-on experience, but you just need to know how does Linux work and everything. We'll show you that. There's a video on specifically on Linux itself. Okay? Don't worry about it. We'll cover it in this class. Mac OS is covered as well. Linux is covered as well. Okay? All right, I have Renoya Vanusingam. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I have sent the money, but can you please check from your end?
Oh, okay, sure, no problem. Just our staff is just they're teaching right now, but they'll if you have sent it, no problem at all. Just send a screenshot to the WhatsApp as well, so we know you
Okay,
sent
sure.
it. We'll send you registration information. It's just
The
basically
same
your first name,
number
last
as
name.
CTech.
Same number as WhatsApp. Yeah,
Okay,
that's fine.
thank
That's
you.
fine. And we will send you the registration once you send it to us. We will send you the login for the ML module. Okay?
Okay,
Elements.
thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, let me see. Any other question, guys?
Going so fast, going so fast, let me catch up.
All right. So yeah, go ahead.
Hi, Atman. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I was just concerned that I went through all that you covered in this 2 months, right? What you will be covering in this 2 months, and I was concerned that will you be looking at Windows Server? On this?
So Windows Server is getting replaced by Azure, right? Azure.
Yes.
So we cover fully Azure itself. So Windows Server
Okay.
right now we don't cover. It's because it's not really something that in the market. There is specialized course for Windows Server itself, but if for IT helpers right now, it's more about Azure, Enter ID, Office 365, troubleshooting those type of things, right? Like
Okay,
you're not
so
going to do anything in
yeah.
Server right now. It's
Okay,
very
so the
rare.
market is moving to cloud, so we are not
Yeah.
putting our focus onto Windows
Yeah.
Server. Right?
Yeah, and like honestly speaking, right? To be honest, Yash, Yash, right? I'm just seeing
Yes.
from the sorry.
Yes.
I don't have my glasses here, man. I'm so sorry.
No
But
problem.
what I've seen in the market is if you understand Azure, it's not
Mhm.
too complicated to do on server. But there's a difference from on-premises cloud. Yes, but the concept is the same still. Azure Enter ID, it's almost similar to what is a Microsoft Server's Active Directory is. So
Yeah.
it's correlates a little bit, you know. So if it is, when you watch those introduction tutorial videos on whatever it is, it's very easy for
Yes.
you to clearly understand.
Okay.
There's not
And
a huge difference.
and the second thing I wanted to ask, let's say you have assignments and quizzes for a specific module, right?
Mhm.
So based on the module, like on an average, how much is the deadline for a assignment?
The smallest assignment, even the smallest assignment, you have 1 week to complete them. So let's say
One
if I
week,
give
right?
it to you on Saturday, you'll have at least until end of next week Saturday. So which is
Okay.
like 12, 11:59 p.m.
Okay. And let's say if I enroll in, right?
Mhm.
So you guys would be giving me access on the Moodle platform.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Because I wanted, I just graduated
Mhm.
maybe 8 months ago with this wireless networking stuff.
Yep.
So that how somehow covers a lot of things, right? From
Mhm,
my
mhm.
course itself. So I was looking for something which can give me a kickstart,
Yep.
probably. Okay.
Very
And
good, man.
and I also wanted to ask, right? Let's say I can I based on this knowledge, can I also apply to field service technician roles? What do you
Yes,
think?
yes, for sure. A lot of field
Okay.
service technician too, they're doing all Azure. Even like Bell, Rogers, everyone, they have moved to Azure as well, right? So it's pretty much same thing. But you just have to understand how does cabling and those type of things work, which they'll give
Yes.
you hands-on training with. There's
Okay.
for especially for Bell and Rogers, there's I believe there's a 5 day hands-on training where they teach you everything. So it's for sure, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Perfect. Antoine, thank you so much for your help.
no problem,
And
brother.
I can pay the fees through Interact, right? It's no tax
Yeah,
for me.
Interact e-transfer is perfect. If you want to pay by card as well, we have a credit card option. It is a credit
Okay.
card. I think there's a 5% credit card fees. I think you just have to pay.
All right. Perfect.
Yeah,
And okay. Thank you
yeah,
so much. Thank you so much,
no
Antoine.
problem. And when you guys make the payment, please take a screenshot and send it to the same WhatsApp number. So they'll send you registration. So because we sometimes have lots of payment coming through, we just don't know who it is, right? So
Sure. Sure.
once you make a payment, just send a thing to it. Okay, just take a photo, screenshot, and send it to us, and we'll send you the registration information. Once you register, just give us about 24 to 48 hours. We'll register your account and we'll give you the Moodle access.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Any other questions, guys? All right, awesome, guys. Thank you so much. What I'm going to do is, yeah, go ahead. Oh, go ahead, Mohit. I hope I'm saying this name correctly.
Sir, just one thing, like, is this the like only batch you are starting at this time, or like any other batch will start after this? That's why.
So this is the only batch we're going to run for $500 for the whole entire course. Okay, this is not $500 a month. It's a $500 for the whole entire course itself, right? We
Okay.
cannot do this price ever. Usually this is $1,700, right? We have staffs and we have expense too, but just as an end of year promotion, just to boost some people, we have made it this price, right? Usually, or else it's $425 per month, or like something around that pricing, I think. I don't have the pricing, but this is the only course we have run in the past 3 years for $500. $500 for the whole entire course itself. Okay. This is
Okay.
not per month price, it's the whole entire course. Okay.
No, no, no. I'm asking like,
Yeah.
will like same kind of batch will start in November in some other date? Like we have to make the payment by certain date. It is written.
Oh,
Like, yeah.
yes. Okay. So the reason why it says November 11th is because at least by Wednesdays, by Tuesday, that's Tuesday, right? At least if you make the payment by at least Tuesday, we can get you registered. And you have to have completed, there's one module which you have to complete in your Moodle platform before the next week class, which is the 15th at 1 p.m. This
Oh, okay.
batch is every Saturday from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
No, thank you. And I think someone also asked that would this class be what the class timing? So this class timing is every Saturday from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. for 2 months. Thank you. I'm sorry. I know some people are sending us the payments. Perfect. Thank you so much. We will get back to you. Give us a couple hours. We just have to, put all the. We'll send you registration information and everything. And please submit the information back. We'll go ahead and do the registration and send you the login information. Okay? Any other questions, guys? Do we need a personal laptop? I wouldn't say a personal laptop. A personal computer, yes, you would need a computer for sure. It's because to do your assignments, for sure, you would need a computer for this course. Okay? And I know this is a $500 for the whole course. It's not $500 per 1 month. Okay, it's just for the whole course $500, just as a November special, just as an end of year special. All right, guys. Any other questions? All right. If there's no questions, you guys are more than free to log off, and I'll get the class recording done, and I'll try to send you guys all the recording just in case if you guys want to watch the recording. Okay? Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. I really appreciate all and each and every one of you guys joining, and whoever couldn't join because of work schedule, we will have this recorded to them and access to each and every one of you guys. Okay? Each and every 170 people of you guys. So yeah, there's about 20 seats for this class. So whoever gets in, they'll get access to the class. Okay? Go ahead, Robel.
Hey, sorry, I just joined it a bit late, and
No
I
problem.
didn't get the timing of the course and like how long it takes the course. Just if you give me an idea.
Yeah. So I don't know. Did you watch the 15 minutes video that was sent to you before in introduction?
No, I just got this the link to join you from a friend.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So what I'm going to do is just send it hi on WhatsApp. I'll send you all the videos
Okay.
because we're just at the end of the session now, right? So and then you can go through it on your free time, and then
Okay.
if you have any questions, feel free to message us. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Okay,
Thank you.
perfect. Yeah. Thank you, brother. Thank you. All right. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye bye.